Hi everyone. Happy New Year, first of all.
Happy New Year.
Um, my question goes to Valen, and maybe we can add on it as well. Um, Valen, Baby came in to fill Leaf's spot earlier, and he's now part of the starting lineup in place of Sean Appiah, right? The 2025 season was amazing for the team overall. So, what was the reason behind these changes, if you can share?
Um, I mean, for us, we're always looking for small ways to improve as a team. Um, I would say this offseason was a hectic one and something that wasn't something that was really expected. I think everyone can attest to that. It was something that was very just in the moment decision. And we thought Andre could bring in a unique perspective for us that we haven't had at these international events, which is just the mental side of the game, in the game. And we saw our increase of performance when we played with him in stage two when Leaf was gone. And I'm sure everyone remembers those moments. Everyone was playing lights out. He was bringing, everyone was talking about, oh, wow, G2 looks revitalized with Baby Bay. And so we wanted to try to sprinkle that in going into 2026 with him being on the starting roster because he still got it. Like he's still really highly skilled in his own way. He's unique as a player. He's not someone that you can just expect how he plays. Like he hasn't been in the league. Everyone knows that Baby Bay in the past was one of the strongest mechanical players in Valorant, and so we're gonna put him on a role that he fits. You know, maybe unconventionally in, but he's learning really well and becoming like the best way I can put it is he's just becoming his own unique player. Like you have to deal with Baby Bay when you play against G2. And that's the best way I can put it without going into too much. And also, like I touched up on the mental side. So yeah, I mean, last year was great, but also it wasn't at times. You know, we failed pretty bad at champs. I think we all took that on the chin pretty hard. Um, I would say Toronto, we got a top four, but you know, if we critique ourselves, like we had to make a 3-11 comeback to even get in the top four. Like we had to make a miracle happen in that game to even get in that position. It still wasn't enough. We got out early. We're looking for a way that maybe we can try to get that first place. And maybe this isn't the answer. Maybe it is, but we feel like it's a right direction for our team. And yeah, it was a hard decision, but we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, definitely. Great vibes. Very true. Would you like to add something to it? And also, how does it feel to be back to Valorant esports on a more regular basis now, as a player?
Yeah, I think Jake hit the nail on the head on a lot of what he said. I think that like my one of my main jobs here is to kind of like keep these guys on track, especially with the mental side. I know I help out a lot with him and his calling, just keeping him focused and stuff when things can be distracting. Because a lot of gaming in general, because I've played pro in tons of games now, is so much on the mental, and it's so easy to like kind of get distracted in the moment, and then I mean, man, you start hesitating, it's gonna snowball. So I think that's the main reason why I'm here. And then obviously, like you said, like it's been fun, like finding the form again and being able to like kind of create my own unique type of play on these new agents that I'm playing. And like you said, like no one knows like how I'm going to be playing them. Like even when I first came back, everyone didn't even know if I still had it, right? So I think that's a huge advantage that I have. And I think people like they can think that they can roll me over, but they get sat down real quick, and then it's kind of a check to them. Okay, what do we do now? Now we got to run into the four superstars on this team. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's a cool little dynamic that we have going on, and hopefully we can win that trophy. Like you said, anything can happen.
Yeah, definitely excited to see you play more, and good luck for the season overall.
Thank you.
All right, looks like we have Sons of KS next with the next question.
Thank you so much. Happy New Year, guys. First of all, um, my question would be for Job, but also if anyone else wants to chime in, you can go ahead. We've seen like the biggest movements on the roster here on VCT Americas. I mean, there are some teams that have put the work into the rosters and look amazing. I mean, at least on paper, and we have some big names coming back to the league. So, what's the expectation, and also like the feeling you have to be competing? I think it's going to be uh, the biggest league of all four, with all the names, with all the presses, with all the teams. What's going to be this 2026 for you, and what do you expect from the competition?
I guess what I would say I expect from me is just basically set the tone for the year. I think that's always been something I wanted to achieve. It could be just like setting a tone for these other players, other franchise players to like learn from or figure out what I'm doing, but also changing and having my own aspect of the game. I'm not really worried about too much of the oppositions yet until they have their play and have their style. I think I'm pretty good at breaking down how they would play and how they would actually figure out how they want to do certain things in their own little like meta gaming stuff. Um, so it's more just like me and the team. Like I'm more worried about our team and what I can fit in to make them stronger because I know throughout the year I can just break everything down and just add it to our play and be better. And I think that's basically it so far.
So much. And just a quick follow up for Baby Bay. We've seen some of the greater names in the game being without a team. I mean, there are some guys that couldn't make the cut for the teams, either for the window time or maybe they weren't the right profile. But we've been seeing some rookies like stepping in the teams and being forming Valorant, because a lot of people came from CS and then jumped to Valorant, and now there are guys that completely form in Valorant. So do you think we're on the verge on a generational change in the game?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, there's obviously like really good new talent. Like I think Neon is probably like the best showcase of like that up and coming talent. That kid looked crazy in the off season, but I don't think it's like a generational change. I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm one of the oldest players in the league now, and I'm still doing it. And I look forward to playing all the young players. So whenever Neon's ready, I look forward to playing against him. It kind of like keeps me going too, like to see if I can sit them down, And I feel like more times than not, when I am up against some of the rookie guys, I think like I get in their head a lot. So, or at least I like to think I do. Maybe that's my own little narrative I got going on, but yeah, I think it's fun taking that challenge on, no matter what. I'm not too scared of who we play against. But yeah, I think that if you're good, you're going to be in the league. You know what I mean? Not that there's not good players that aren't in it, but you should be in the league if you're good enough.
Thank you so much, and best of luck for the season, guys.
Thank you.
All right, our next question comes from Zobi.
Yes, hello, Sierra or Zobi here. This question can go to really anybody. Obviously, there's the running joke that you guys have not lost on American soil in a very long time, since you also won in the offseason versus Red Bull Homeground. So I was just curious then, for this offseason, what do you think were the big takeaways or differences in what you learned from competing and winning Red Bull Homeground to then going to the Radiant Invitational and having a little bit bumpier of a journey there?
I mean, BO1s just are
True.
tough. Like we had to do it at Red Bull. We got upset by Zeta, played him in a BO3 and mopped him. I think for me personally, the cool thing about playing at that Radiant Invitational was getting to play against teams like PRX and even these FPX, right? I think it was cool playing against these different play styles and kind of feeling PRX in the server for the first time. I think I needed that just for a little bit more experience, because like I always was watching their games playing against them, and I was like, now I can understand why things go the way they do sometimes in the server when you're playing against a team like that who's very just disruptive, I would say. Very cool experience. I don't think we had that many high expectations going into that tournament though. Like it's not like we like went full force for it.
Very cool. And then very small second question. This one also can go to anybody, maybe Jar or Valen. Obviously, you guys get a bid and you're going to be going up against 100 Thieves or Leviathan for your opening matchup. So I was just curious, how are you guys taking that bid as an advantage, since obviously it's like 3 wins you're in and then so and so. And who are you looking forward to hopefully facing out of the two?
It's like this every year when you start off a new season. It's not really about who you're up against in terms of preparation. We're just focusing on our stuff at the best we can, trying to make sure we're well polished, communicating well with each other, all the fine details of the game to be a good team. So we just been honing in on that for practice. In terms of who I want to play, honestly, don't have a preference. I think I'm in that zone right now where like it really doesn't matter who you put in front of us. I just want to focus on ourselves. I think that that's really what it comes down to when it comes to these new tournaments or new years and fresh tournaments. Like you just got to be showing off your best self. Boostio's gone, so like I don't really care to play 100 Thieves anymore. Like they're kind of boring, to be honest. Like Boostio was the reason why 100 Thieves was fun for me, but he's gone. So RIP. So yeah, maybe Lev.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
All right. Our next question comes from Yachio.
Yes. Can you hear me correctly?
Yes.
Can I ask? Okay. Let me. All right. Everything is good. Hi, D2, and obviously Happy New Year to everyone here. I have a general question to anyone. How are your thoughts about the upcoming starting stage?
Can take it.
Mhm.
I mean, my thoughts are like, I have little thoughts here and there where Americas is looking really fresh. A lot of teams shook up their rosters, and I like to think it was because of us taking a three-peat last year, something that no region has done. I think actually China, right? I forgot. I think like EDG did it.
EDG.
Yeah. But it was something like a really cool thing regionally, and I think a lot of teams took it on the chin of like, damn, no one can beat G2. Like we all have to upgrade. So I feel like in a sense, like I take pride on like, okay, all the teams went full try hard mode, like to make the best roster, probably because of us. So that's cool. I know it's gonna be difficult. I know it's probably not gonna be the same as last year. I can't come into this press conference and say, yeah, we're gonna win 3 trophies back to back again, make it 6 in a row. Like, could that happen? Yeah, but it's not like a thing that my mind's on. But yeah, I think the competition is going to be fierce this year. There's a lot of like new talent coming in. Like you look at the Lev roster, it's like a whole team of young talent coming in. It's going to be a new challenge, and I feel like as I'm growing older too, I'm getting more mature in this game. I'm developing myself more into like a veteran role, and I can feel myself like molding into that and gaining the experience and just maturing. Literally just developing my brain for this, and so I'm really excited to show off my new self, show off the new team. I know the coaching staff is excited to show what we got cooked up in the lab too, because we're cooking. So it's going to be electric. I'm really excited, and hopefully it goes well. We really want to make this Santiago land. I know it's a big thing for all of us to reach our first international as like a team. We reached one with Baby Bay, but it wasn't like he wasn't a starter, so this would be our first starting international with him. So really want to make it there. Challenge, like maybe get a Paper X rematch. That's been like our
Yeah.
I have all these thoughts about how the year could look for us, and hopefully we just put in the work to get there and things play out in our way. And yeah, maybe I'll look back at this interview and I got 6 in a row. We'll see. But if not, I'm just sure and hopeful that we'll put on a good showing this year and try to reach those internationals.
All right. Thank you for this, and obviously good luck in the next week.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Our next question is from Pedro Romero.
Yep.
I think I can speak for my whole team when we say that we accept any challenge, and if anything, it just makes us better. Like
It's exciting.
it's exciting,
exciting.
and to be very honest, I feel like last year we weren't challenged enough to like get better. You see these other leagues like very back and forth challenging. They have a lot of top teams, and those leagues are winning. I mean, honestly, all the leagues are winning because it's like very back and forth. But like you see, APAC is developing. Like almost all their teams are really good, right? So I'm down for teams to get better. Attention wise, don't give a shit. Like we're talking about, oh, people are speculating this team might be better than G2. Whatever. It's all just talk. Like it literally doesn't matter. No one has even played a match yet. So like we've seen this in the past so many times of people talking about super teams, talking about new develop rosters they haven't played yet. It's all just like for the buzz and for the fun before the season builds up. But like to be honest, we don't know. And that's what it's exciting about it. Like, is MIBR going to live up to the hype? Yes, no. Like, that's what's fun. Are they going to be better than G2? Like, sure. But, you know, when I'm trying to train or we're trying to train to go play a match versus 100 Thieves or Lev, like, I don't think a single one of us looked at that and been like, oh, dude, they think they're better than us.
No.
What the hell? Like, it's all just noise. We've been talking about that since the beginning. It's all noise. And there's always going to be noise for us. I already know what the narrative is going to be this year. Oh, G2 won 3 in a row. They brought in Baby Bay. They lost this match. Like, I can predict it all. It's all just, yeah. It's we've gotten skills of just like trying to tune out this because it's not helpful. So yeah, we're just gonna continue grinding like nothing matters.
All right, our next question is going to be from Golden.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hello, I'm Golden, independent journalist. First of all, Happy New Year, guys. Maybe another year with G2 winning everything in Americas. But my question is, following the narrative that has been created about that every tournament that is placed in the continent of the Americas it means that tournament is going to be won by G2. So that means that we're going to have finally G2 winning Masters in Santiago.
Hey,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
checks out, right?
That's
Sure.
pretty good.
Let's run that. Run that, bro.
No, yeah, but the question is, what are your thoughts about this narrative of if the tournament is in Americas, G2 is going to win?
I mean, fire. Like
Yeah.
we're down for it. I think the whole international narrative is just all mumbo jumbo. I think if you look at most of the teams that have won champs, it's just a team that's going on a streak at the very end. It feels like, and I feel like that's just how you win tournaments. You need to like right place, right time. Obviously, you got to do all the work in order to like put yourself in that spot. But I mean, it does take a little bit of luck too, you know. And you know, you got to put yourself in the best spot. So I don't believe in the international choking narrative, whatever the hell that is. I think that's all stupid. I think that in order to win these tournaments, the stars have to align for you a little bit.
Well, thank you for the answer, and good luck in the start of the kickoff, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, our next question is going to come from Esports Insider.
Hi, Rabia again. I have a simple question. Oh, by the way, I love your jerseys. They're amazing. Also, can everyone share their thoughts about the new triple elimination format that has been introduced and also the addition of tier 2 teams directly into the stage 2 playoffs?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the tier 2 teams that can come to stage playoffs.
I kind of like the triple elim just because like at a new year, sometimes upsets can happen, but when you triple elim, I do think the best representation will be at the first Masters, especially now that it's also 3 teams as well.
Yeah, it's kind of sick because you're gonna have like 3 grand final matches, like technically, right? Like it's kind of dope.
Yeah.
But like, I was like thinking about this. This is like random. Like imagine, I'm not saying like this is gonna happen to anyone, but like, what if you make every final? You know what I mean?
And then you just lose out and you don't make it.
Like that. Like that is like the most brutal side of the format. I think.
Bro.
I think that's the most brutal side of it.
Forever.
Like whoever that happens to.
If that happens.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure you play like back-to-back days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that'd be insane,
like
bro.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just straight.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, BO5, 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 20 maps played.
I think that's like the worst outcome of like this format. Other than that, I think the format is amazing.
Yeah.
But like even then, it's like good experience, right?
Yeah. I mean, even if tier 2 people coming in to actually get a chance to play against us or like whoever's in the tournament, it's still insane.
Yeah.
I think that gives them like a little bit more light and might see some upsets, some big upsets because they're playing their heart out for sure.
The crazy subsets.
Yeah, especially with Gesnet going to Envy. It's gonna be fire. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, our next question is going to come from Sheep Esports.
So, hello guys. First of all, Happy New Year. It's a pleasure to see you there. This question is for anyone who wants to ask. Riot has announced the new map rotation. So do you think this change could impact the top American teams at the start of the year? And what do you think of the change made to Breeze from a competitive standpoint?
Breeze still sucks. That's it. I mean, there's so many angles on that map that were already bad. I think yesterday I was running into like the B long or the B main, and I was trying to run away to go spawn, and there's a brick wall. I think that cuts some of the rotations off, so it makes the map a little bit easier. But I think B side's a little bit more playable finally because there's a lot more like corners, a little more room to work. But besides Breeze, I think the map pool is kind of, it's gonna be an aimer's paradise. I would say it's a lot more aim maps. There's a lot more room to work around. There's more long range guns gonna be played out. We're gonna definitely see like the outlaw op, maybe the bandit. Maybe the bandit. Who knows, right? But yeah,
Bandito.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
Breeze, bring back Halls, bro.
please.
Okay. So thank you, guys.
I'm stirring it up, bro.
Bring back Halls.
Every
please.
Breeze talk, I'm stirring it up. Hey, our Breeze is looking sick.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take another question from Sons of KS.
Thank you so much. Be back again, guys. Just a general question for anyone to answer. Talking about the calendar, talking about what's planned for this year. I mean, there are several updates on the mechanics of how the league is going to play, and one of those is the stage 2 being played in Sao Paulo, if I'm not wrong. Also, the inclusion of tier 2 teams on playoffs and the calendar. I mean, the offseason felt a little bit shorter this year. We had a lot of action from other places, from game changers, from BCL and everything. So, as from your perspective as a player, do you think that Valorant is like going bigger this year, as in stage, as in show, as in competition?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it's really awesome to see Sao Paulo have a tournament, the Stage 2 playoffs. Like the Brazilian fan base has been very loyal to Valorant, and like they have diehard fans, man. And if maybe it's hard for them to come out here to watch a game or come out to an international to watch their favorite team. So I'm really excited personally to go to Sao Paulo for playoffs. I think all my teammates, like anyone probably in the league, is always excited to travel to play the game. That's kind of like why you do it. Playing at home 24/7 kind of sucks. So it is exciting to have that chance to play in Sao Paulo. And personally, the last time I was in Sao Paulo, I ended up winning. So we'll see if that plays out again.
We wish the best of luck for you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that is going to conclude our G2 press conference. Is there anything you guys would like to add?
Just thank you for the questions and all the fans.
All right, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.